Now the next topic that we have is data modeling techniques. In that we have two types, that is normalization ER modeling and dimensional modeling. So what is normalization ER modeling? Normalization of a data is organization of the data into the database, organizing it in a proper format in the form of tables so that we are able to remove the redundant data. That is, we are able to remove the useless data. Why is this normalization important? So that we do not have any errors when we try to insert, delete, update, or modify our data. Now let us understand normalization modeling. These are the following steps for normalization ER modeling. First of all, we will have to identify all the entities. After identifying the entities, we have to identify the relationship between these entities and their cardinality ratios. We have to identify the key attributes, that could be the primary key and the foreign key. Along with this, we have to identify all the other relevant attributes. We will be plotting the ER diagram along with these attributes and the key attributes. After plotting the ER diagram, the diagram is given to the business users for reviewing. So first step is identifying the entities. So consider a business organization with these following entities: business units, business unit head, employee, address, project, and client. The second step is identifying the relationship among these entities. So here in the diagram, we can see business units headed by a business unit head. So any one business unit is going to have only one business head. It can't have more than one business unit head. That is like saying every department at the college will have only one head of the department. It cannot have more than one head of department. So here the cardinality ratio will be 1:1. Let us have a look at another example here. So here we have a business unit head is an employee. Yes, a business unit head or an head of department of a college is also an employee here in the organization. But every employee cannot be the head of department. But every head of department is also an employee. The same thing is said here. A business unit head is also an employee, but every employee is not a business unit head. We have one more example here. Employee is assigned to a project. So one employee can be working on only one project at one time, but the same employee can be assigned to multiple projects, but then he will be working on one project at a one particular time. Then the projects that are there will be having multiple employees. So the cardinality ratio here is many is to 1. A third step is identifying the key attributes. So if we talk about the business unit, here the key attribute is business units. When we talk about employees, employee ID is the key attribute. When we talk about the entity project, project ID is the key attribute, that is the primary key. For client, we have client ID as the primary key, and for the address, house number is the primary key. So primary key is the key that is unique. So here we are trying to identify all the key attributes of the entities. Our next step is to identify the other attributes also that could be present for that particular entity. So an employee can have employee name, email ID, can have phone number. A project can have a project name, start date, end date. A client will have a client name, address. It can have street, city, state, and country, and many more other relevant attributes. Our fifth step is to draw the ER diagram. And the next step, once the ER diagram is drawn, is to give it to the business users for reviewing of the diagram. So this is entity relationship modeling. So in the next video, we will understand what is dimensional modeling.